So today I'm going to show you how to make a maze game in Scratch. So what you want to do is you want to go to google.com. Then in the little search bar, you just want to type in Scratch. You want to search it up and then you want to click on the first website. It should say Scratch Imagine Program Share or scratch.mit.edu. So you just want to click on that link and let's wait for it to load. So, up in the top right hand corner, you should see this little button that says login or create account, but I'm already logged in, so I don't see that. So once you log in or create an account, you see this little folder button right here. You want to click on that. Once you click on that, there's a button that says new project. Click on that. So after a bit, your project should load up. And here you go. This is our project for now. So, you see all the stuff over here, and there's the stage with our character in the middle right there.
The main thing in Scratch is that there are sprites and there are backdrops. Sprites are your character that you play as, and the backdrop is the background. In sprites, there's stuff like motion, looks, sounds, and more. With motion, you can move him a bit, you can turn him, you can make him go to a random position or glide to random positions. You can point him in directions and do all different types of stuff. In looks, you can make him say stuff, you can switch costumes, and you can change size. And then in sounds, you can also make him do meows and different stuff like that. Now, backdrops are a bit different because, of course, a background can't move, so it has no motion. But what it can do, see here, if we give it another backdrop, let's say, for example, baseball, what it can do is it can switch between backdrops when clicking next backdrop, or you can change the color, or you could even play a noise. Now with that in mind, let's start our project.
So, what we want to do first is delete that character by clicking the bin button. Then you want to hover your mouse over that and you want to click on that little paintbrush symbol. Once you click on that, it should change the left hand side of the screen. You want to make your own character now. I'm just going to make him a red circle, so I'm going to change these colors and then I'm just going to make the circle. Now if you want to make a circle too, make sure to hold down shift while making your circle, so that it turns into a perfect circle instead of one of those weird circles I just made. And then just move it into the center of your screen. So that is our character made. Now once you're done with that, you want to go to the top left hand corner and you want to click Code, the button next to Costumes. And now we're going to start coding our character. So you're going to see that the blank screen over there, right? The first thing that we want to do is we want to go to Events. And when you want to get when the green flag is clicked, just drag it out and drop it there. Then we're going to go to Control and you're going to see this little kind of loop thing that says forever. You want to take that too and just drag and drop underneath the flag. Make sure they click together. Then you want to go to Motion and you want to find the Go to Random Position button. Click the little drop down thing and click Go to Mouse Pointer. And there we go. Now you have your first bit of code. What it's saying is when the green flag is clicked, the ball should forever go to your mouse pointer. So while the game is on, no matter where your mouse pointer is, the little ball will follow. So just click the red stop sign to stop the game for now. So next what we want to do is we want to make our stage, or our background. So you click the little stage there, and then you click backdrops. Now this is where we're going to make our maze. So we want to change the color of fill and outline to black. Then we want to click on the line tool, and we want to make a bunch of lines for our maze. So you want to drag click and then hold down shift to make these straight lines. Now that's our first line. There's our second line, our third, our fourth, our fifth, and our sixth. And I'm just trying to make this a very nice game. Very nice and easy maze. Make sure that the black walls cover everything. And there we go. That is going to be our maze. Something nice and easy and very well done. So now if you see, if we click our character and drag him through, we can go through the maze. But now what we want to do is we want to make a section that you know where you win. So I'm going to bring the color up to green, because that's a nice winning color. Just like this. And there we go. A nice shade of green. And then I'm going to make our little box here. Now when our character touches that box, they win. Perfect. So, now when we click the game, you see that if we go all the way to the end, and we hit the green thing, nothing happens. And it's the same with the walls. We can just go through the walls, and that's not very good. Or else the game's too easy. So, we want to click back on Sprite, and then we want to go to Code. And now this is where things might get a bit tricky. So you want to go to Events. And you want to take out your when the green flag is clicked. Then you want to get another forever block and make sure they click together. Then you want to get an if space then block. This is a very important block. You want to now go down to sensing, and you want to pull out if orange color is touching green color. Now depending on your game, they could be different colors. So now what you want to do is you want to click on the first color, and you're going to see there's this little dropper icon down the bottom. You want to click that, and then you want to click your character, so nice shade of red. Then your second color, you want to again click the dropper, and then you want to click your finish area. And there we go. Now we have when the green flag is clicked, it will sense, it will be forever sensing if the color red touches the color green, then something has happened. But we don't know what's going to happen. So click in Events, and you're going to see a button towards the bottom that says Broadcast Message 1. So drag that out and put it into If. Now, when the green flag is clicked, when red touches green, it's going to broadcast message 1. It's going to send message 1 to somebody. Okay? So, what you want to do now is you want to click on message 1, and you want to click the button that says New Message. So I'm going to title the new message Win. So now, when the red touches green, it's going to send out a message saying Win. But right now, we also need to make sure that when it touches the walls, it's going to broadcast Fail. So we're going to change the second color from green to black, and then we're going to click New Message again, and we're going to rename this message Fail, and just hit OK. Or Lose, actually. So now if it touches green, it'll send out Win, and if it touches black, it'll send out Lose. But you'll notice that while we do this, still nothing is happening. That's because nothing is receiving these messages. Nothing's getting them. So what you want to do is you want to click on backdrops. So now go up to backdrops, up on the top left hand corner next to code, and then you want to hover your mouse over this little button here, and you want to go to the paintbrush symbol again to paint a new thing. Once you do that, what I'm going to do is I am going to make a nice green square over the entire stage, and then I'm going to get my text and I'm going to change the color to black, and I'm just going to say win. And then I'm going to make this text bigger, and I'm going to put it in the center. There we go. Now we're going to make a new one again, but this time I'm going to cover it in red. And let's just cover the whole thing. And then I'm going to change the text to black again. I'm going to type out lose. And you just want to type out lose, and then you want to make it bigger, and then you want to put it in the center again. So now that you have your win and lose screens, click backdrop 1 again to set the background to the maze. And take out a flag that says when green flag is clicked. Go to looks and take out this thing that says switch backdrop 2 and click the drop down menu and click backdrop 1. Now you want to go to events again, and you want to click when I receive lose, and you want to drag these two out twice. Okay, so click on looks and then take out the switch to backdrop again, and you see that backdrop 3 is our lose screen. So you want to change lose when you receive lose to backdrop 3. You want to take out stop all as well, which will stop the entire game to make sure that it's not sensing anything again. Now for the second one, you want to change it to when I receive win. And you want to go to looks, and then you want to take out the switch backdrop, and you want to change it to switch backdrop 2. And backdrop 2 is our win backdrop. And then again, you want to go down to control here, and then you want to take the stop all and just drag it out there. So now we have when the thing is clicked. Should work. So let's try it out. Hit the full screen button and do this. So now if we just hit the red wall, immediately lose comes up. If we try again, and if we go down to green, it starts to win. So now, this is a very easy game, right? But sometimes it's too easy. Sometimes it's too easy. So what you want to do is you want to go into events, and you want to click when green flag's clicked. Then you want to control and take forever. And then you want to go to looks again, and you want to find the change size button, right? You also want to find the set size. So you want to drag out both of them, make sure they don't click, and then put the set size to 100 after the green flag is clicked so that the size gets changed back to normal, and then put the change size by 10 so that our guy keeps on growing to make the game difficult. Now here what's happened is a little bit of a bug. See, what happens is when I click that, again it senses that I'm touching green just for a small bit, so it gets it pulls up the win screen. It's a bit of a glitch. So to fix this glitch, all we have to do is go down to control, and then all we have to do is pull up this wait 1 second button, and we have to put it right before the forever thing. Now when we start the game, you see the ball starts to grow too fast for the game, And when any of it touches the thing, immediately we start to lose. But it's too fast. So again, go to control, and you're going to see this wait second. So I don't like 1 second because it's too slow, so I'm going to change it to 0.5 or half a second. Then you click this again, and you're going to see it's growing a lot slower, but it's still growing. So now when we try and make it to the end, we have to be more careful that we don't touch the edges. And there we go. It's the windscreen. And then again, you can make it even faster by doing 0.05. Now look at the speed that's growing. Again, that's way too hard, but bit of fun. So this is how to make a maze game in Scratch. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you get your family and friends to play this game with you. Now this game is entirely customizable, and you can change the maze, you can change your character, you can change the speed of which they grow, all that stuff.
Tutorials. In this video, we're going to show you how to get in sprites and backdrops and costumes for each of them. As you can see in the bottom right corners, there are both. First of all, I'm going to change the title to Scratchy or something. And now, I'm going to go over and go into sprites. If you see choose a sprite above choose a sprite, you'll find tons and tons of sprites that each one of them you can use if you feel like it. Up here you can also see the subsections: all animals, fancy, people, dance, etc. As you see right here, there are costumes in all of the sprites. Some there are more costumes than other. Like, for example, Muffin only has 2, Nano has 4. I'll delete the first sprite, Scratchy the cat, and then I'm going to choose a backdrop from choose a backdrop. As you can see, it's pretty much the exact same concept. There are loads and loads to choose from. I'm gonna go with Forest. Now, you can go way up into the top left in costumes next to code and underneath file. As you can see, here are my 4 costumes. You can create a very simple line of code here, just to make it move from one costume to the other. When flag clicked, next costume. Now you see it changing expressions every time. And now with that out of the way, we can change over to our backdrop. Backdrops also have costumes. It's pretty much changing from one backdrop to another. Click into it and you'll find exactly again many new backdrops. And once you find one flag clicked and next backdrop, it just switches backdrops, as you can see here. Now click flag and changes backdrops and emotions. I hope you get the gist of it, and goodbye.